Are you tired of constantly saying yes to everyone and draining your energy in the process? It's time to stop being overly friendly just to please others. Learn how to protect your peace, set clear boundaries, and live authentically without feeling guilty. You deserve respect, and it starts with valuing yourself first. Keep watching to discover how saying no can change your life. Ladies, listen up. We live in a world that endlessly praises kindness. But don't mistake being kind for becoming a doormat. There's a fine line between warmth and weakness, and believe me, people can sense it. When you're always available, when you're constantly agreeable, when you say yes just to keep the peace, you start losing yourself in the process. It's so easy to get trapped in the idea that being liked equals being valuable. But let me tell you something. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone is your tribe, and that's perfectly fine. You are not here to please everyone. You are here to show up for yourself unapologetically. When you're too friendly, people start taking advantage, writing your story while you sit quietly in the background, letting your true self shrink. You weren't made for that. You weren't meant to make yourself smaller just so others can feel comfortable. You were made to take up space, to speak your truth, to know your worth, even when no one else applauds you for it. This is your life, your story, and it's time to start living it boldly. Being authentic is far more valuable than just being liked. Be warm, yes, but on your terms. Protect your boundaries like you protect your dreams. Trust me, they will thank you for it. Being kind doesn't mean you have to bend over backwards for everyone. Kindness is not about pleasing others at the cost of your own peace. When you're always saying yes, you start to ignore your own needs, your own well-being. And let me remind you, saying yes all the time isn't kindness. It's fear. Fear of disappointing others. Fear of being called selfish. Fear of being judged. But here's the truth, your peace should never be for sale. The more you ignore your limits, the more others will take advantage of your kindness. Saying no is not only necessary, it's a form of self-respect. When you say no, you're not being rude. You're not being mean. You are simply telling the world where your boundaries are, and that is something powerful. People will respect you more when you show them that you know your worth and are not afraid to stand firm. Setting boundaries doesn't make you unkind, it makes you strong. You deserve to be around people who understand that. No one has the right to drain you, to take advantage of your kindness, and it's time to start letting people know that. There's a certain power in silence that many fail to recognize. You see, when you stop explaining yourself, when you stop chasing, when you stop overextending, the world starts to take notice. Silence is not weakness, it's strength. It's the ability to say enough is enough without uttering a single word. It's the quiet confidence that says, I don't need your validation to know my worth. When you stop engaging with people who only take from you, you'll realize how much energy you were wasting. The silence is a declaration of respect for yourself. The world might try to make you feel bad for stepping back, for not always being available. But the truth is, people will value you more when you give them less of your time and energy. Those who truly respect you will never ask you to sacrifice your peace just to keep them comfortable. Your time, your presence, your energy, they are precious. And if someone doesn't recognize that, it's time to stop showing up for them. You don't owe anyone an explanation for setting boundaries. Saying no is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. It's not about being difficult, it's about knowing what you will and won't tolerate. People might try to guilt you. They might try to make you feel selfish, but don't let them. When you say no, you're simply teaching others how to treat you. You're showing them that your time is valuable and your peace is sacred. There's no need to apologize for taking care of yourself. The more you respect your own boundaries, the more others will follow suit. It's not your job to make everyone else happy at the expense of your own happiness. It's okay to disappoint people. In fact, it's often necessary. The people who truly care about you will understand that your well-being comes first. And those who don't, well, They were never meant to be a part of your journey anyway. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. Being polite is important, but it can quickly turn into a prison if you're not careful. There's nothing wrong with showing kindness and being respectful, but you should never let politeness be an excuse for allowing people to walk all over you. If you're always worried about pleasing others, you'll lose sight of what matters most: your own peace and happiness. The world will keep pushing as long as you let it. People will keep demanding more of you, and you'll keep saying yes to keep the peace. But here's the harsh truth: the more you give, the more people will expect. And soon they'll take without even thinking twice. Don't let your kindness be mistaken for weakness. Don't let your desire to be liked make you lose yourself in the process. You deserve better than that. You need to start recognizing your true worth. You are not defined by how much you give or how agreeable you are. Your value lies in your authenticity, in your ability to stand firm in your boundaries, and in how you respect yourself. Too many people lose themselves trying to fit into other people's expectations. But when you stop seeking approval, you'll begin to see your own worth clearly. You don't need to please everyone. You don't need to be available for everyone. Recognizing your worth is about understanding that your time and energy are limited. When you realize that, you start treating them with the respect they deserve. You stop overextending yourself, and you start prioritizing what truly matters. You start giving your time and energy to the things and people who add value to your life, not drain it. Too many of us apologize for choosing ourselves. We apologize for saying no. We apologize for not being there when people demand our time. But why should you apologize for protecting your peace? Why should you feel guilty for deciding to spend time with yourself, or for saying no to someone who wants more than you can give? You are not responsible for everyone's happiness. You are only responsible for your own. Choosing yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and if you're constantly giving, constantly saying yes, constantly overcommitting, eventually you'll have nothing left to give. Choosing yourself is the only way to make sure that you're always showing up as your best self. Your time is valuable. It's your most precious resource, and you don't owe it to anyone. Stop feeling like you have to be available for everyone all the time. People will ask for your attention, for your presence, for your energy, but you don't owe anyone anything. You get to choose where your time goes, and you should choose wisely. Not every conversation deserves your participation. Not every invitation deserves your acceptance. And not every person deserves your time. The people who truly value you will understand that your time is a gift. They won't take it for granted. They will respect your boundaries, just as you respect theirs. So start treating your time with the same care and consideration that you treat the most important things in your life. We've all been there, saying yes to things we didn't want to do, being overly available for people who don't appreciate it, just to avoid conflict or to fit in. But this comes at a cost. The cost is your energy. The cost is your peace. The cost is your sense of self. When you're constantly available, constantly giving, you lose yourself in the process. You end up feeling drained, frustrated, and disconnected. This isn't how life is supposed to feel. You're not meant to be constantly at the beck and call of others. You're meant to live a life of balance, one where you honor your own needs and desires. If you continue to make yourself available for everyone, you will end up with nothing left for yourself. You are worth more than that. Let's face it, you can't please everyone. No matter how hard you try, no matter how kind or accommodating you are, some people will never be satisfied. Trying to please everyone is a losing battle. It leaves you exhausted, frustrated, and feeling unappreciated. The truth is, you don't have to be liked by everyone. You don't have to be the person who everyone turns to for help or validation. You just need to be true to yourself. The people who are meant to be in your life will love you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Let go of the need for approval and focus on living authentically. Your energy is your most valuable asset. Every time you give it away to someone who doesn't appreciate it, you're losing a piece of yourself. Not everyone deserves your time or attention, and you need to be selective about who you allow into your life. Protecting your energy isn't about being cold. It's about making sure that you're not left drained and empty. Every time you say yes when you should say no, you're giving away your power. Every time you tolerate someone else's bad behavior, you're lowering your standards. Protecting your energy means setting limits, being mindful of how you spend your time, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. It means understanding that your peace and your well-being come first, and you won't let anyone steal that from you. Self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't give your best to others if you haven't taken the time to care for yourself. It's easy to get caught up in trying to meet everyone else's needs. But if you don't take care of yourself first, you'll be running on empty. Taking time for yourself is not selfish. It's essential for your mental, emotional, and physical health, whether it's taking a walk, reading a book, or just spending a few minutes in silence. Self-care helps you recharge. It's your way of rebalancing and refueling, so you can show up as the best version of yourself for those who truly matter. So many of us feel guilty when we say no. We fear disappointing others or being labeled as difficult or selfish. But here's the truth: saying no is not a crime. In fact, it's one of the healthiest things you can do. You don't have to say yes to every invitation, every request, or every demand. You have the right to protect your time and your peace. When you say no, you're giving yourself the space to say yes to things that truly matter. You're saying yes to your own well-being, to your happiness, to your future. It's okay to decline, to step back, to put yourself first. The people who care about you will respect your decision. The world will test you. People will push your boundaries to see how far they can go. They will try to take advantage of your kindness, your generosity, and your patience. But when you set clear boundaries, when you stand firm in your decisions, you send a powerful message: I value myself and I will not tolerate disrespect. It's easy to let things slide, to avoid conflict, but that's how boundaries get crossed. The more you let people push your limits, the more they will expect you to accommodate them. But when you hold firm, you show them what you will and won't accept, and that's when they begin to treat you with the respect you deserve. Sometimes, walking away is the most powerful thing you can do. It's not about giving up, it's about protecting your peace. If a person, a situation, or a relationship is draining you, it's okay to walk away. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself. Walking away is not failure, it's self-respect. It's knowing that you deserve better than being treated with disrespect, being taken for granted, or being used. Walking away opens the door for better opportunities, for healthier relationships, and for a life that truly aligns with your values. You are not meant to be everything to everyone. It's impossible, and it's exhausting. Yet, so many of us try to play that role: the perfect friend, the perfect partner, the perfect colleague. But in doing so, we lose ourselves. We sacrifice our happiness, our boundaries, and our needs, all in an effort to please others. The truth is, you are only responsible for your own happiness. You can't make everyone happy, and you shouldn't have to. Stop trying to be all things to all people. Start focusing on what makes you happy, on what fulfills you, and on what aligns with your goals. When you do that, you'll find that the right people will gravitate towards you, and you'll stop wasting energy on those who don't. Change is uncomfortable. It's often messy, challenging, and filled with doubt. But growth happens in discomfort. When you step out of your comfort zone, when you start saying no, when you start protecting your boundaries, it's going to feel strange. People might not like it. They might even criticize you for it. But that discomfort is temporary, and the benefits are lasting. Change isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more of yourself. It's about shedding the layers of expectation, fear, and people pleasing and stepping into your true power. Embrace the discomfort, because on the other side is a version of yourself that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned with what you deserve. One of the most empowering things you can do is own your decisions. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop seeking validation from others before you act. Your choices are yours to make, and they reflect your values, your goals, and your vision for your life. Too often, we allow others to influence our decisions, whether through their opinions, expectations, or judgments. But when you learn to trust yourself and own your decisions, you step into your power. You stop letting fear or uncertainty hold you back. You become the creator of your own path, unapologetically making choices that serve your well-being and growth, not anyone else's. Before anyone else can value you, you must first value yourself. This means respecting your time, your boundaries, and your needs. It means not allowing others to treat you as less than what you are. When you value yourself, you set a standard for how others should treat you. And the right people will treat you with the same respect that you give yourself. If you don't set a standard, people will test your limits. They will push you, take advantage of you, and drain you. But when you value yourself first, you make it clear that you won't tolerate anything less than the best. You deserve the best. And it starts with how you treat yourself. Stop apologizing for putting yourself first. The people who truly care about you will understand that you can't be there for them if you're not first taking care of yourself. You don't have to feel guilty for choosing your well-being over the demands of others. When you prioritize yourself, you're not being selfish. You're being wise. You're ensuring that you're at your best, mentally, emotionally, and physically. The more you care for yourself, the more you can give to others without feeling depleted. And those who love you will support you in that. If they don't, they aren't your people. Letting go is freedom. It's about releasing what no longer serves you, toxic relationships, draining environments, and outdated mindsets. The more you hold on to things that don't bring value to your life, the less space you have for what truly matters. Letting go isn't easy. It's painful, and it can feel like a loss. But in reality, it's a gain. By letting go, you make room for better things, for people who appreciate you, for opportunities that align with your goals. The freedom that comes from letting go is priceless. It allows you to step into your power, to move forward, and to create the life you deserve. Guilt is one of the most paralyzing emotions we carry. We feel guilty for saying no. We feel guilty for putting ourselves first. But here's the thing, guilt is unnecessary. You are allowed to make decisions that are in your best interest, even if they disappoint others. You are not responsible for everyone's happiness. You are not responsible for fixing other people's problems or carrying their burdens. Letting go of guilt is about freeing yourself from the burden of other people's expectations. It's about realizing that your peace is more important than being liked. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is strength. It takes courage to show up as your authentic self, to express your true thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment. And that is exactly what the world needs more of. When you embrace vulnerability, you are giving yourself permission to be real. You are showing the world that you are human, that you have boundaries, and that you will no longer apologize for taking care of yourself. Vulnerability allows you to connect with others on a deeper level, and it allows you to create real, meaningful relationships. Regret is a weight that holds you back. It keeps you stuck in the past, questioning your decisions and wondering what could have been. But here's the truth. You can't change the past. What you can change is how you show up today. Start living without regret. Make decisions that align with your values and your vision for the future. Don't waste time doubting yourself or wishing you had done things differently. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. Let go of the past, trust the process, and focus on the present. The only thing you should regret is not living authentically. You've learned that boundaries are not just about saying no, but about saying yes to yourself. You've discovered the power of protecting your energy, valuing your time, and owning your decisions. Now it's time to step into your full potential. If you enjoyed this video and found it empowering, please like it and visit our channel for more inspiring content. Remember, you are worthy of peace, respect, and love. Never forget to protect your energy and live authentically. Thank you for watching and stay true to yourself.